You got it.
Hey,
Let's
we're
hang and
live.
draw.
Hey, surprise! We got the duck back. We have the StreamYard duck back.
That's
All
right.
right. No duck hunting this season, okay? So don't be hunting down duck. Keeping our duck alive.
How much was it for the split of the StreamYard team stuff?
Oh gosh. Uh, they were asking for like $800 a year,
Wow.
and then when I say I'm going to quit this because I'm not paying for that,
Yep.
they say, okay, we'll give you 40% discount.
Oh my god.
Even after that, it will still turn out to be like $125 per person if we split it 4 ways.
Yeah.
But I mean, nobody wanted it, and then I thought about it, and I really don't want it either. It's like,
Can we find something cheaper?
hmm?
Another stream, like
I mean,
Restream or something?
we can do this for free.
Yeah, that's true.
I could, I could just, I just realized I could just swap in and out. Watch this. I just swap the camera.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
or I could just go back and go back to my other camera. So I mean, I came back. Hey, Kenneth, how are you? So, all right, let's see. I'm gonna see if I can set up a out camera because I'm gonna have. I'm gonna
I'm
do
drawing
some
Batman
drawing,
today or
right?
something.
Hmm?
That's what I'm thinking.
What?
Drawing Batman.
Oh, drawing Batman.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still practicing the spectra.
Okay.
Let me see if I could. Let's see. I want to swap it to the see if, how much of adjustment do I need to make? I go. Oh boy, that's really tough. Hmm. It's tough to be poor. All right. Hmm. That's tough. Whoa! My mounting.
Don't kill yourself.
No, if I did it like this, if I have me holding it, this I have perfect arm for it. Except I want to do it this way, don't I?
There you go.
But I don't have anything to hold it that way except my arm.
Oh, okay. You don't have a clamp or anything like that, huh? Little
I
duct tape
do, I
and string.
do. Just that I let me see if I could show you the
Just do it the other way. Maybe you can flip your camera.
let's see. trying to think. But let me go ahead and bring myself back. The camera back. Oh. Okay, let me see. If I want to hold it right there, that there has to be. That thing has to be. Okay, that's that. No, that won't work. Hold on. What? Why isn't one of us MacGyver? Huh? Let me see if I could turn that over.
Let me see. While you're doing that,
Well,
there you go.
you get to see. Well, at least no, I lost a lot of weight, so I'm not
That's
as
good.
fat as I used to be.
Good. I'm gaining weight. I gotta lose a lot of weight too.
I weigh like
Good stuff.
35 pounds. So
Yeah.
So there you go. You know, and also I'm wearing black, so you're not going to see my
That's
belly
right.
flopping. And then I'm gonna. Nah, I actually need some snack now to
Yeah.
set me up.
I shared. Look at the cover I got from the colorist for an IOB 4.
Hmm?
I shared my screen there.
You share the screen. What do you mean you share the screen? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, okay.
That's the cover that I worked on.
Cool.
That's the colorist that came back with the cover.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So that will be, I think, February 14th will be the launch of the Kickstarter.
Is this do I know these characters or?
No, it's I think the character is Niobe. It's for Antarctic Press. It's kind of like Ninja High School or Warrior Nun kind of stuff. So yeah, there's the cover. They wanted a very sexy cover, so that's what I end up doing, drawing them a sexy cover. And this is colored by I believe his name is Dan Overa. So he colored that. It worked out really nice.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So the book is takes place in like the far future somewhere, tech prison, where there's kind of like mutants kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and they're constantly fighting each other. So that's it. So yeah, that's gonna be February 14th. There you go. I'm gonna
Awesome.
right.
Well,
So it'll be one of the variant covers, anyways. That's gonna be done. So if it gets picked, then it might show up on the LCS store. That's if Diamond.
really? Cool.
Yeah, it might show up in the store.
Well, is it independent company?
Antarctic Press.
Okay.
So exactly when, I'm not sure. It's probably in the summertime or something like that, I think, or sometime February, March time period, when that's if Diamond's still around or something.
Is she blocking with the two arms? Okay, I see it.
Yeah, both arms. There you go. You can see a little bit better. There you go.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
They want it sexy, so I drew sexy.
So a lot of skin there.
Yeah,
A
a lot of skin, a
lot of
boobs.
skin.
Yeah,
A lot of split legs.
yeah, a lot of shiny butt too. Right,
That's beautiful.
right.
Yep. Even have a background on top of that.
Yeah, that took a while to do. I had to figure it out. I think we were doing this. I was trying to figure it out while we were doing it on. I forget whose stream it was.
So this lady can portal jump, huh?
Yeah, she can portal jump
Yeah.
one place to the other. This one is kind of like Power Girl kind of thing. It's like Supergirl kind of. She can fly and stuff like that. So her name is Adana, and this is Niobe.
Donna and Niobe.
Yeah.
And they got those stripper boots on.
Yep, stripper boots with buckles. Right. The book doesn't contain any of that stuff, but it's just the cover is designed to grab your attention. That's the main point of the book, right?
Right. Well, certainly will get my attention.
Yeah. Hopefully, all right. But there'll be trade dress up here somewhere for the headpiece and stuff like that. So that's all it is. And by the time the book hits the shelf, it'll be good. Think.
Well, when I may ask for like hey, maybe you want to do the internals too on my comic book.
Yeah. Right.
You charge a lot.
Yeah, you can turn it off.
Do what now?
I'm gonna stop sharing. So.
Okay.
There you go. Throat feels dry.
These are my spectra so far.
Nice.
Yeah.
I see you using color there. Is that markers or is that?
Yeah, that's a marker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Use a little bit more of the blacks to mask him in a little bit.
Well, I didn't realize it's gonna bleed through like this.
Right.
I'm wasting my paper.
There's nothing wrong with wasting on a sketch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a sketch paper, right? So that's all it is.
I'm learning how to draw hands, so Do you see the hand right there, or is that's hidden, right?
Yeah, that's a little hidden, right? You want me to teach you how to draw hands?
Sure.
All right. So let's do some hands. Let's do some hands. We did some hands. Remember how to draw hands. All right, let's do some hands. See, there's a lot of paper wasted.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's pick something. So what do you want to do with the hands?
Well, I'm just doing random hands.
So when you draw hands, depending on what you want to do, if you're drawing a fist, right? If you're just drawing a fist, let's say, like you would normally, like I would draw something like, let's say the fist is coming down, right? So here's the arm, here's the fist, right? So you're basically drawing like a bunch of squares and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you're doing like, look, this is the thumb, right? And you're breaking the fist into, you see how the little blocks? That's how you draw, right? If you're drawing hands doing something like it's facing you, and most of the time your hand consists of like this flat palm part, right? So the flat palm part is if it's facing you like this, like camera wise, right? Let me see if I can, if the hand is facing you like that, and if you're doing one of these, the flat palm part, see how it becomes this. So you take that and you make it into a curve, right? So you're seeing it as a curve. Then as a curve, now depending on where you want the bottom of the palm to go, you can basically almost like a 3D object, you're extending it down. Then this arc here is where your finger holes are. So I just usually draw 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Then your thumb right here is this pad part that actually comes out. It's kind of like this weird, right? And from the finger hole, you can do other stuff. Like if you want to draw the finger up here, then you can extend that, right?
Yeah, I just draw hands. I mean, whatever hands I could.
Yeah, but you still need to know the like if you are, you know.
I mean, I watch all those things on YouTube before, so
yeah. Like if you get into it, you can quickly draw the figures of the hands.
Yeah.
Real quick, right?
Yeah.
But ideally, you know, you need to know your main principle where your hand's going to be.
Yeah.
When you're
you know, I read that book on the one book that I showed you before.
Yeah, but reading it doesn't. You really need to copy it multiple times.
I mean, so I understand the principle of it all. I think I think I understand it, but you know, I just gotta just draw naturally.
Yeah, you really need to sit down and just draw and draw and draw and draw, right?
Yeah. I mean, nothing's gonna replace us just drawing, right?
Yep. Just getting your what do you call it? Just getting into the swing of it and doing the stuff, you should be fine.
Just I remember that. Hey, each finger has except for thumb.
Yeah.
Each finger has a three section, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. I mean, you got. Yeah, you want to do something like. Then also the fingers are like when you're putting your fingers on here. That you know, you don't want to just straight like this, right? You want to and then maybe a little split between two fingers.
Just look at your own hand.
Yeah.
Try doing that with your hand. That's
Right.
how I would do it.
Yeah. What I'm doing is I'm having him hold some kind of a circular thing. Oh, what happened? Oh yeah, hold on. Let me see. I'll do this. Be right back. All right. Christina, how are you? Christina. Yeah. Ooh.
I figured I already know how to do this a few dozen times already.
What?
Batman.
What are you
Just
doing
looking
right
for
now?
like I've been drawing Batman like the past month or so over the Christmas holiday
Uh,
to finish the Batman series for Upper Deck, and I'm still struggling. I need more sleep, I guess.
uh, no, you gotta enjoy the drawing. I think if we keep, it gets pretty boring if you keep on drawing over and over again, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Loki's awesome artist. My coach. Oh, there's some more hands. Okay, tell me this. How do you
Mhm.
fix this? How do you fix this?
Fix what? The tip from fraying? More
Yeah,
ink at the top.
split hair.
That's because the tip itself is after a while the tip becomes split, and that
Yeah.
is because your ink is almost out. So you let more ink drip onto it, it starts to seep. So
Which way is it turn around?
what do you mean? There is no turnaround. Oh, it's reverse. It's reverse. Instead of lefty right, so it's lefty. So you're turning it to loosen it,
Oh, there it is.
right? It's Japanese. You have to remember.
Yeah, they're from the island people.
It's my favorite pen.
Well, there's still inks in there.
No, I mean you got to squeeze more ink to get the tip wet. Then you can stop it from splitting.
Yeah.
I have two. One I let purposely split.
Like,
Yep. So I use two.
now, man, you behaved today. I was so happy. You know, what I think you are. What do you mean I behave? When did I not behave? I'm a good boy. I don't. only piss off. I only piss off Christina only just once in a while.
Oh, that reminds me. I wonder where the shift is at right now.
Shifty.
The project.
Oh, I witnessed yesterday.
Did they complete?
I mean, they meet their goal. I mean, people still could, you know, people still contribute, but people still could contribute.
Let me
Remember that,
take a look.
guys? Yeah, all 6 of you guys.
Yeah, they did meet. They did meet their goal in what, 2 days?
Yeah, they meet the goal yesterday on their live stream yesterday.
Yeah. I I backed for $5 for the digital.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
What, for the thing?
Hmm?
Shipping alone is like almost $20 up to Canada, so that's, the book's $10. That's twice the amount just to ship.
Yes, they meet their goal, but there's additional goals. Okay.
Yeah.
Meet in 8 hours. Yeah, they did it in 8 hours. I mean, it's amazing. This community is very supportive. So,
I was expecting a video of some sort with CJ announcing it, but there was no video on it.
well, he was on live stream yesterday.
No, on the Kickstarter campaign.
A lot of people have been advertising for him.
Yeah, but I figured the project itself. I think the project would have gotten a lot more if they had a video announcing what the project's about.
Oh yeah.
Because most of the people that backed here is from the YouTube community, and that's not the point. I think the point is to get other people from outside to back the project, and you would have a video announcing what it is. But it's not bad for a first, and it's not like they're trying to ask for $10,000 or something like that, right? What was the? It was like $1,500 or something.
Yeah, $1,500, and it's keep on growing right now.
Yeah,
and they did it in 8 hours. So, I mean, they were. I mean, um, you you gonna try to do any Kickstarters yourself?
I will be doing a once the book is finished coloring, but I have to finish these other projects first.
Uh,
I got to finish the Tops Chrome projects and stuff. The the Star Wars, and I have a book cover I need to do. Hey, you
Lock
need
and
to watch
loaded.
Niobe's in
I like that.
here.
Loki's lock and I'm loaded.
That's right.
That means I have to drink, go back to drinking ways. My drinking.
Yeah.
Lock and loaded.
So Niobe's launching his book, Niobe Outbreak issue number 4 on the Valentine's Day, February 14th.
Oh, is Nairobi your friend?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Hi, Nairobi.
We're both Canadian, so
Ah, we forgive you, Nairobi.
yeah. So he's got his Kickstarter. It's going to be launching on, I believe, the 14th for Outbreak issue number 4. And the cover, one of my cover will be another one that will be part of the campaign stuff. Then I think, I don't remember if I posted it, but I did a bunch of sketch card for him, which is kind of nice.
Ah.
So that'd be some unique tiers for that.
Would you cut that off?
Which one, the fray or the tip?
Frey, would you cut that off, Frey?
No, I just, what you do is you wet the tip a little bit more if you want. Like use your finger and just wet it back in.
Oh man, okay.
Right? Or just brush it on the piece of paper there, Naman.
I tried.
Yep. Get it really wet. Get it really wet and it'll stick in there. You can cut it off if you want. If it's irritating you.
Okay, I made it. No, that stupid thing.
Right?
Lock and loaded. I love that. Lock and loaded. How can I make myself loaded though? You're the lock. How can I make myself loaded? How can I make myself loaded though?
I got one more thing to pack.
Mm.
And I need a flat mailer to pack. And that's the Goblin Queen for C3. So that's supposed to go to Rob too.
I'm gonna do some finger painting there. Finger painting.
Are you are you leaving live? CJ's in the chat there.
Are you living live? Let me see if you wanna come on. Go ahead and brag about. Hey, even though this is free, I have up to 6 people. So
I'm so out of it today.
why?
I don't know. I think sleep has finally caught up to me. I've been up for days, so
Come on, CJ, come over and tell us how everybody did a great job but you. Because okay, good. I think I got all the fray in. You see it? Let me know if you see it. No. All right. Oh gosh. Still playing. Come on.
What's wrong?
It's still splitting up.
Cut it later. No, man, don't worry about it.
Nairobi is trustworthy, right?
Yeah, you'll be fine.
My name is CJ. I'm from New York, and I got the comic shift up on a Kickstarter,
That's right.
fully funded.
You're not. I know you're not a CJ because as soon as a CJ comes on, it will irritate the shit out of me. So you're not a
That's
CJ.
right.
Oh, give me a few minutes, and I might be able to fix that. Pleased to meet you, Nauman. How you doing?
Hi, Naomi. How are you?
I'm
Pleased to
good.
meet
My
you.
name is Larry, or LP. Niobe's the name of my comic book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Larry.
I mean, everyone just calls me Niobe, so I've gotten used to it. But
Naomi sounds like a female name, though.
it is a female name. That's why I'm telling you my real male name.
Okay, I thought maybe you were just a husky female.
No.
I get that sometimes.
No,
No,
my comic book character is female, and her name is Niobe. So it's branding. You see?
Yeah. I mean, they call me Worm, so
They call you Warm.
yeah.
Why?
Comic book Worm.
Because you're
Because
the
my
opposite
branding
of
is
cold.
bookworm.
Oh, you mean worm, not warm.
Yeah,
Worm.
I'm warm too.
Worm.
Warm at the heart. Right.
So,
That's
Locke,
why
what are you
people
drawing here
shit.
tonight?
Huh?
I'm drawing Batman. I'm just
Batman?
struggling today. I am really struggling today.
Man, we must be hitting the bottom of the barrel.
Exactly.
Why?
Next thing you know, he's gonna be drawing Pikachu for $20.
Hey. Nothing wrong with that. I mean,
I actually have drawn Pikachu for
I'm thinking about selling stickers.
What is the cost of your soul? Well, it's one Pikachu at a time.
That's right. Hey, Larry, $20 is $20.
$20 is $20, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gay, but $20 is $20.
This is it. I just thought I'd pop in and say hello. I know you really put down the link for CJ, but I'm like, well, if they're gonna throw out a link, I'm at least gonna come in and say hello.
No. You're always welcome. Friend of Loki's friend of mine. So.
Perfect. I like that. Yeah. Because Lock and Load It. This should be the name of his channel.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of puns that we can do with the name Lock. Lock and key, and you know what I mean.
That's right.
I'm trying to figure out how can I make myself a lock now. I mean, loaded.
Well, I mean, you are loaded with ambition.
I'm loaded with ambition.
Loaded with questions. Loaded with talent.
I don't know about that, but I used to be loaded with the beer.
Well, we can get loaded with beer. That's a pastime here in Canada. I'm gonna get Lock loaded when I see him.
Exactly. That's my next.
Of all the people I met on YouTube, Lock is probably the first one I'll end up meeting because he's actually in the country.
Okay, well, watch this man perform. I mean, it's just magic the way he performs. He's just magic. I mean,
well, he's also hands. He's a hands-on kind of guy.
That's right.
Are you talking about my magical hands?
There you go. There's CJ.
Magically, you irritated the shit out of me. That's what I'm saying.
Congrats, CJ, on the Kickstarter.
There.
I appreciate it. Well, look. Hey, Niobe, look.
Yes.
I'm part of your Kickstarter cult.
Are you?
I'm officially part
you
of
have
the
a
cult.
long way to go yet, sir. Right?
Well, I'm in it.
Well, you definitely started a Kickstarter. You definitely got funded.
I might be the bastard cousin, but I'm in it.
So you need to come on the show then to promote it if you really want to be in the family.
Anytime.
Perfect. We'll do it.
You gotta let me know so I could get one or two of the guys with me.
Now, I'd rather it just be you. I don't really like that Take guy, so you can keep him off the show.
Okay.
I'm not even joking. That guy pissed me off one night. No, just you. I mean, I'll do it for you.
All right, I'm a nice guy. What happened?
Listen, Tate's a nice guy. He's a nice guy to me.
Yeah.
But maybe Larry doesn't like him.
He
That's
said
his
something to me on
prerogative.
one of your streams that really pissed me off. He said to me, he was like, "Everything's just a joke to you, Niobe." What? You know, you come at me like that, it's not going to be favorable. You know.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what CJ is. Everything is nothing but joke to CJ. How can he stand? How can he stand CJ and not stand Niobe? I don't get that.
Because CJ talks to me, you know, with a little bit of respect. This guy didn't.
I see.
It's about how you approach me initially, right?
I see.
Here's the problem. I insult everybody, and nobody gives a fuck. Larry, they take it personally with. So there's a
You know.
I didn't think. I hope I didn't insult you.
But I would love to talk about the book. In fact, your book is going to be arriving to my house shortly because Pete finally mailed out the package, and your book is in there.
That's awesome.
Not only will we'll be able to do the show, we'll hopefully I'll actually be able to hold the book in hand and show it on the camera. You know what I mean?
Actually, before that, I do that, I'll send you a full digital version because that version that you got that's coming to you is only the Ashcan, and it only has one page that's a sample of each of our works in there.
Oh, I thought this was the whole thing. All right, I got you.
That's not the whole point of that Ashcan was to give a teaser to give people to understand. We basically picked page 3 from the storyline and gave everybody's rendition of page 3. We gave a little bit of an outline of what we're doing in there. Just made it a little kind of like niche, bring back like a true preview guide kind of a thing to it. So
how long is the campaign?
30 days. Is that too much?
No, well, not. It's standard, right? A lot of people now are opting for like 3 weeks, and I'll tell you why. Because your first 2 days, which you are in right now, is your honeymoon period, right? So during the honeymoon period of a Kickstarter, that's when all your friends are going to come in, your YouTube buddies, your supporters, and they're all going to come in at once because they're excited for you and they want to support you. Once that honeymoon period is over and all those people come in, now you got like 27 more days to fun where it's going to be crickets, okay? It's what we call the dead zone.
Now's the real grind.
Now's the real
grind.
Correct.
That's the real grind.
So this is where you need to figure out how you're going to grind. You know what I mean? To drag in people kicking and screaming because that's what it's going to be. And then when you get to your last 2 days, you re-enter the honeymoon period. That's where last minute backers will jump in. People who've been on the fence will jump in. People who are just waiting more closer to the time when the money comes out of the account, that's when they'll jump in. Because Kickstarter doesn't charge you when you pledge. It only charges you at the end. So some people are like, I want to know when the money's coming out of my account. And if I pledge now, it's going to hit me in a month and a half from now, and I'm going to forget all about it. You know what I mean?
Understood. So let me ask you something, since you know a lot more about this, because they gave us this like badge or something like that.
Yeah, you want to be showing out everywhere.
What the fuck does that mean?
Is it the Projects We Love badge?
Yeah, but what the fuck does that mean?
They endorse your project. They will push it in the algorithm. They want you to share that badge to show that Kickstarter approves and loves your project. It's meant to try and bring in extra backers.
Got it. So I need to use my socials to push that. That's what I was told, but I didn't understand what the ramifications or what the like if it's like prestigious or not, whatever the case is. I'm learning that as we're going.
It's a nice little nod. It's it's giving you a little bit of honor. It should help your Kickstarter. Kickstarter is saying, not only have we allowed this project on our platform, but we believe in this project.
And who chooses that? It's just like a
Kickstarter
random
committee. They have a committee of people on Kickstarter that.
So it's actual real people that are looking at that and say, "Hey, this is interesting. Let's endorse it."
That is correct.
Okay, that's what I didn't understand. I thought it was like we just randomly say, "Hey,
we just fucking like the lottery. You just pick one, man."
Yeah, today's your lucky day. We endorse you.
That's not how it works. No. They give that badge to projects that they believe in, that they feel align with their ideals or their mission statement, right? And so for you guys, your first time making this comic, it's an anthology. It's different artists coming together. Those are the types of stories that Kickstarter likes. You know what I mean? You're the type of person that Kickstarter is really meant for.
Well, that's what I'm really trying my best to do with this project. Like, make it like really, like I know why Kickstarter started. and what the whole process of it. Like, I really want to make that like the primary focus of why we're using this platform and the crowdfunding thing. Like, I don't plan on wanting to do like I don't want to do like 30,000 copies of a series running all through. Cause I eventually want to get.
Well, you're worrying too far ahead, right? Don't even think about 30,000 copies. Think about just getting your 300 copies first.
No, you don't get what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to be like doing this 30 years from now and saying, you know, like we're doing it all through. Like, I want to be in a store at one point. You know what I'm saying?
We don't even know if stores are going to exist in a year or two from now.
All right. I'll pretend to be in the store. How's that sound?
Right. I mean, I was at the comic book shop this morning and I asked them about Image because Image has been dropped Diamond, right? Because Image used to be for international buyers in Canada, UK, Australia. Image was still dealing with Diamond. Now they are not. So my comic book shop can no longer get Image comics as it stands right now. They are looking for a new supplier. You know,
Diamond really could have waited a little bit to drop the ball before this all happened. Maybe we could have gotten our way to get in a couple of years at the previews. Now they fucked me.
Yeah, I
Diamond,
mean, listen, I'm taking shit for it too. I've been bragging for the last couple of years about being in stores, and now we don't even know if there's going to be a Diamond, and we don't even know if there's going to be stores. You know what I mean?
That's one thing that I give you a lot of credit for.
Let me ask you this: then is a DC and Marvel going to be around?
No, because they were with a different distributor. They're with Lunar, right?
Yeah.
But
Lunar
the problem is that all these other stores that like my store in Canada doesn't get Lunar. You know what I mean?
That's one thing I give you a lot of credit for. And I don't think that people really focus on that as much as they should. The fact that you are in the stores, you are on the previews guides, I think that's a big fucking thing. I think like a lot of independents and Kickstarter crowdfunding kind of creators, they kind of like snub their nose to that kind of thing. And I don't think they're really realizing how important that is. I think that's one of the most critical things of brand recognition that you could possibly have.
Well, a lot of people want to discount my achievements because maybe they don't like me on a personal level, right? But I think anyone who's ever made comics, you know, always had the dream of one day, you know, walking into a comic book shop and seeing their book there. I mean, I had to work hard to get there, and we'll continue to work hard.
I look at it like this: I don't have to like you, but if you're doing something,
like me, CJ, I like you.
Well, I'm not talking about what I do or do not do. I'm just saying in general.
I'm asking, do you like me, CJ?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes it depends on which version of your emoji I get on a daily basis.
Well, that's fair. I am a little bit crazy. I get you.
Yeah. So I look at it like this: you don't have to like somebody to acknowledge that they're doing something fucking good. You know what I'm saying? So like, you could respect somebody you hate. That's the way I look at that. And like, that's the one thing that I see from a lot of people. They can't separate that. There's a lot of people in this world that I really have a disdain for, but I respect what they do. I'm like,
there's a lot of people in this chat right now. We got Razor Comics in the chat. What's going on, comic book gurus? Come on the show, Razor. Hang out.
I love Razor. He has been one of the biggest supporters from day one when he heard about this. It's amazing. Like, I've jumped in his chats by accident, like without even realizing he was talking to me about me. And he's like fucking talking about the project. I love this dude. He's awesome. And he's fucking funny as fuck.
Well, I like his new setup, right? I like the green light. I like the Matrix background. And I think he should continue wearing the suit.
Dude, I like the suit. Like, he was wearing this like Escape from Texas Chainsaw Massacre suit. You look like almost like the Leatherface suit from Texas Chainsaw 2. Remember when Leatherface was wearing a suit?
I think I may have only ever seen the first one, and that may have been like fucking decades ago.
Well, he was wearing a suit. It was all disheveled and shit. I love the fact that it was all disheveled, and the collar was imbalanced, and the fucking tie was uneven, and everything. I think that's my favorite outfit. He should wear that from now on every time he does one of his formal videos. That should be his look going forward.
So let me ask you a question, man.
Go ahead.
By the way, Razor says, thanks, CJ, and congrats on the project. All the best. Are you coming on, Razor, to say hello or no? Link is right
Appreciate
in
it,
the
Razor.
chat. I want to ask you, what is the number one thing that you've learned that you didn't know before that you know now after you have launched your Kickstarter?
One, I'm still learning. There's
Right.
a
What's the
lot
one thing
of
like that has happened, or something that you just had an epiphany on, or like, oh, this is easier than I thought, or this is harder than I thought? Are you also prepared for shipping these comics out? And what's your mindset here now?
Okay, so first of all, the one thing I didn't equate, or I didn't really fully comprehend, is some of the technical difficulties that you have with the Kickstarter website.
Mm-hmm.
So I struggled. I stayed up the whole freaking night prior to launching, and we thought we were ready to launch. And I had to tweak for hours prior to going on there, because there's limitations of how many megabytes you could have in pictures and videos on there.
Correct.
And it wasn't telling me that initially. So when I clicked the launch thing, I all of a sudden got like these red things saying, "No, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do that." I'm like, what the fuck? You couldn't tell me that earlier, and I could have been ready to go. Like, listen, Justin, now I know. So that was a big lesson learned, because I would have had that like a week in advance, all set up that way. If I knew those parameters, there's only 50 megabytes worth of space that you could have of images on there, and clearly, if you got something with a lot of images, it's going to go well past that. So that's one of the big things that I learned.
You don't have a lot of images on your campaign. That was one of the things I actually took away from that.
I had to take them off.
But you don't, because if you look at my campaign, I have thousands of images on them. I never had to take them down.
Well, that is part of the problem. That part of my miscalculations. I didn't make them smaller megabyte images.
Yeah, but neither am I. I'm doing it right in Photoshop. Some of them are megabytes big. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why you're running into an issue. Like, I would have to see you try and upload an image and see exactly what happens and why it's happening. Maybe you're uploading the wrong image file types.
The JPEGs. They said JPEGs.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Yeah, JPEGs. But regardless, I'm learning my lesson. Next time, I'm going to have everything else done in various resolution versions to make sure that, I wanted to go as high resolution as humanly possible, and that was my mistake in the beginning. And you could tell from a lot of them, the images are a little lower quality because I had to drop down the resolution on there, but it is what it is. I learned from that. As far as the whole printing process and everything, we wanted to make sure we had the book fully done. Like, we wanted all the artwork, we wanted everything to be complete, everything in hand in PDF files prior to launching. And we did accomplish that. I didn't want a situation where we're doing the Kickstarter and we're telling, we're about 70% complete. I hate that fucking shit when people do that.
But that's normal for Kickstarter. That's the whole reason why Kickstarter exists. It's like, we don't have the money to finish this project, so we need your help. And here's our idea, and here's what we're presenting. And that's what Kickstarter's always been.
Well, one of the advantages we had as a group is the fact that we did all the artwork, everything we did ourselves.
Yeah, it's a plus to have it done, but it's not abnormal or even wrong to see a project partially there.
Depends on what the project is. It really depends. But if it's like a creator that's doing everything themselves, I don't see a reason why you shouldn't complete it prior, at least all the imagery prior to doing it, because you want to be ready to go. We wanted to be able to, okay, we got it funded, the Kickstarter's over, we know exactly what we need to do, get it to the print, get the printers going, so we get everything printed out and sent out ASAP. That's our mindset. We want to get it out as fast as humanly possible. Listen, can I control printers? No, I can't control printers. If they send us the whole entire lot and it's all fucked up, what am I going to do at that point?
That's why you ask for a digital proof first.
Yeah, of course.
Make sure you do that, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying the paper, if it's fucked up or something, you've seen stuff like that happens.
Sure, but I mean, just outside of that talk, right?
Yeah.
When you send it to the printer, make sure they send you a digital proof, because I've gotten books, CJ, with the wrong fucking covers on them.
I know. No, that's what I mean. That's the part. That's the part I can't control. But other than that, we wanted to have as much control on the product as possible. The only thing that we have that's going to linger after the Kickstarter is over, and I'm trying to collect everybody's images as we're going, or any sponsors that are on the book. I want to make sure we get the images that they want us to put inside the book as far as a sponsorship, to have it in hand and have it all in the templates ready to go. That I pretty much am confident we'll probably have a week or two delay in that because people are lackadaisical in sending the stuff they need to do when that happens. But
I would have them start sending that stuff in now.
I'm doing that all starting tomorrow. I'm starting to I'm going to hit everybody with emails and everything, like updates and all that stuff. The other thing that I will do in the future is I'm really upset right now that there's not that many great options as far as printers that we could use on a national scale or international scale. There's a few, but some of them are very unreliable. Like I was gonna try my best to go with Print Ninja.
No, don't do that.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. We're going to go with Wellspring right now, just to be on the safe side, because they're probably the most reliable as far as overall consensus from the independents.
Well, they do a good product. I mean, all my Savage Sin 2 books came out immaculate. I mean, the problem with Print Ninja is that they're in China. You could be waiting a long time for your books, especially if, like, you know, this trade war tariff shit really goes down.
I ordered a sample set from them. You have to pay for the sample sets from them. I ordered sample set from them 4 months ago. I'm still waiting for it.
Yeah, I've gotten one from them. They actually sent it to me for free because they were looking for my business. And I'm like, look, man, you guys charge $200 per variant cover, right? So like, let's say I run 5 variant covers. For them to print the extra variant covers, that's an additional $200.
Mm-hmm.
Comics Wellspring doesn't do that. They'll print as many variants as you want. It doesn't charge you an additional fee.
It was only something to the effect of $20 that they wanted. It was like a full, like I wanted everything. I wanted like a full sample package from them. I didn't mind paying it, but the thing is, it's 4 months and I still haven't gotten something. Another one that's like that is Kablam. Have you ever used Kablam?
I've never used Kablam. I know people that have.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for a sample package to come from them.
I mean, most people go with either Mixam or Comics Wellspring, to be honest. And there's another one called Ready Comics. They're the ones who were printing Lady Death for a long time. I don't know if they still do. They exist.
Mixam's on the ball. And Mixam is on the ball as far as customer service is considered. So is Wellspring. The one thing I don't like about Wellspring, and I'm trying to see like how I could work this out with them going forward in the future, is if you're doing variant covers, they should be considering a reduced rate on the entirety and not every single variant cover starting from the beginning as far as their print count.
Well, they can do that, but you have to tell them, right? So the way it works is if you don't let them know and you're listing your variants as separate books, that's exactly what's going to happen. So you have to email them, and then you also have to in the notes when you're placing your order, there's going to be a box that says special notes, right? And in that box, you're going to say that cover A, B, C, D, E, F, G, they're all the same book, just different covers.
Exactly.
And then you just make one order underneath one cover, but you let them know you're using all these different covers, and you let them know how many of each you need, and they will calculate it as one thing.
That's exactly what I'm dealing with right now. That's why I said I'm trying to get this worked out going forward.
I just told you how to do it.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
There's no way to do it in the system. You have to note it and call them and tell them or email them.
That was the part of it that was a little bit irritating because they don't make it clear to you in the beginning.
No, they don't, because they rather make the money. But if you inquire into it, which I did because I called them up, I've had a discussion with them. You can call them up. Their number's right at the top of their website.
Yep. That's why I said their customer service is pretty good. They're pretty good as far as responding and having a conversation with you and trying to get things taken care of. And they are independent creator friendly, which is a really good
control of the StreamYards. Is it Locke or Nauman?
Nauman.
Nauman, can you share my screen, please, sir? So this is a graphic we're working on right now for our Kickstarter coming in February, and this is a pretty big graphic. You know, like it's
February 14th, right?
Well, I'm hoping, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is just going to be one of many. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way that I can plaster this much stuff and you can't. You know what I mean? So, like, you should be able to put whatever you want graphic-wise on that.
Yeah, but see, what you did is you incorporated all the text and everything within the graphic.
This is a big, long thing, right? Like, in Photoshop right now, let me look, man. If I was to save this document right now, I got it open in Photoshop. I wonder how big it will be. You know, like, because I'm using high-res TIFFs, you know, as the comic images. They're being shrunk down a little bit, but it's still a lot of data being transferred over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's where the lessons learned on my end is I needed to make what you did a very similar type of farm where we had everything individual images and put the text.
Yeah, well, that's common beginner stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of why I'm giving you the example is you want to learn how to spice it up, make it look more professional, make it look more sleek, you know, like
going back to lesson learned. I think that's the biggest lesson that I learned as far as dealing with Kickstarter. Like huge. It was like it was like a punch in the nose.
Would you like to know the good news? You're on for 30 days. You can go back and swap out those graphics anytime you want.
I'm doing that as we speak.
Right there you go.
Yeah. Already ahead of you on that one. I'm making sure that we put as much as we can to change it up, and we're also going to be announcing all the stretch goals within the next couple of days as well. So it's going to be really good.
Careful with stretch goals; they can cost you money. You want to make sure if you're offering a stretch goal that is really going to help enhance people to want to back your project. I spent over $1,000 in stickers for fucking stretch goals, and no one even really cared or wanted them. So you want to watch out for that.
That's what I told everybody with the fucking stickers. Everybody with the fucking stickers. Like the other guys put, I call it. Everybody, like at the end of the day, I lost the battle with the other guy, the creators. They're like, no, we have to give it stickers. I'm like, fuck you in this. All right, I'll bow down to this one as far as allowing stickers.
No, it doesn't have to be stickers though, right? It could be anything. But the thing is that Comics Wellspring used to do a bunch of stretch goals. Now they sort of stopped. Like they used to be able to make, you know, trading cards. They used to be able to do stickers. Mm-hmm. They might still do bookmarks. You know what I mean? But they stopped doing trading cards, which really pissed me off. And so I'm like, well, I'm just going to get my tchotchkes through another company. I ended up starting to deal with Sticker Mule. Because not only do they have stickers, but they offer a whole bunch of other shit too, right?
That was an issue with me as well, as far as the stickers, the cards themselves are concerned. But I'm probably going to have them done in a local printer as far as the cards, because we're going to make a full set of the cards as well. That's going to be part of the one of the goals. We're going to open that up where once you hit the I'm not sure what the exact number is. That's something we're figuring out right now.
You have a goal of 1,500. Your first stretch goal should be either at 25 or 3.
Yeah, we're gonna throw something in anyway because we hit it so quickly. But the cards are gonna be a little more expensive as far as their stretch goal is gonna be. It's probably gonna be around that 3,000-4,000 number, just because they're gonna be good quality cards. Excuse me. But we're going to offer like random cards that are going to be sent out to all the backers. And then we're going to offer the whole set as an add-on for very cheap, probably at print cost for anybody that wants the whole set. So that should be something a little different as far as for people that it's like cards and stuff like that. And we have a set that's going to be all the covers that are going to be cards, plus unique conceptual art that's going to be on there as well. So it's going to be a set of 8 cards altogether.
Yeah, cards are the thing, right? Cards have become a really big collectible, and the cards come and go. I remember the 90s, there was a big boom. I remember my brother being into baseball and hockey cards, and then that died out. Then it came back. Then it died out. Now it's back. We got Locke actually doing a set of 5. Well, he's already done them. a set of 5 original sketch art cards for our campaign. So people who get these cards, they're going to be slabbed. It's going to be original art. You're going to get the comic with it. It's going to be great. Can't wait.
See, I wanted to do that, something with original art, but the problem is who gets it? Like, and how do we dictate?
Whoever fucking wants to pay for it, man. That's who gets it.
No, I meant like as a bonus incentive.
No, not
like,
a bonus incentive. Don't offer them as bonus incentives. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, what I'm saying
I'm
is
going to put up 5 cards, right? And each card is going to be its own reward tier.
that we're going to put the original art as well. But what I wanted initially to do, and we had too many conflicts as far as how to make it work, was we wanted each make, all 4 of the artists make one piece of original art.
Yeah.
That would, once we get to a stretch goal, open that up, and that original art will be randomly put into one of the backers.
So why can't you do that?
The problem is, how do you dictate how to do that, like in a fair way, like in a legal?
I mean, a computer randomizer. You put every fucking backer's name into a list, and you spit one out.
In a legal way, the legality, every state is a little different at how that works as far as considering gambling or whatever.
No one's going to be watching you.
And the other thing is, I don't want the people that didn't get that piece to feel like they got snubbed or something like that. So we're kind of like trying to figure out
a contest. I mean, if you enter a contest, there's going to be winners and there's going to be people who don't win. You know.
But have you seen something like that in the past? Done
all
like
the
that?
Time. Where, just go look at any Lady Death campaign. They offer raffles and contests in their shit all the time.
Then you know what?
Right, the coffin guys. Yeah,
that's right, Brian Pulido. They do it all the time. And in fact, anyone who wants to run a Kickstarter, my suggestion is study the Lady Death Kickstarter. There's no way that we can do everything that they do, but if you find something in there that works for you, you should definitely adopt it. You know,
my favorite tier, the reward that we put in there, it's probably not everybody's favorite too, but my favorite tier is one that we put as a creators bundle, which basically gives that person an opportunity to recreate what we did on their own.
Right.
They get a copy of the book. They get a blank copy of the book, entire blank with only the trade dress on there. They get the PDF files of 11 by 17 is the way we would do it if they decide to do it digitally. They get the script, and basically we give them the opportunity to be able to do the entire script themselves within their vision. They have an advantage that we didn't have, and actually seen what all 4 of us did already. But we want to allow them to do that, send it to us. We'll review it online and basically talk about it, give them a shout out, obviously highlight their art, and possibly give them an opportunity to work with us in the future on it. That's my favorite tier out of all of them.
It's a good tier. That's it gets people involved. You know, we've done a fan art contest. It really gets people involved, you know, especially new creators who want to be a part of something that don't know how to sort of make an introduction. Like, let's say like I never met Locke before. And then Locke all of a sudden draws Niobe for the Niobe fan art contest. And it blows me away. Next thing you know, I'm fucking messaging Locke and asking to hire him. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's our goal, like of discovering new artists and writers and bringing them into the fold and giving them an opportunity to be highlighted and actually profit share in the future. Because we're running this as a true cooperative. Like by definition of the word, it is the closest you could get it to a cooperative as any when it comes to comics.
So the back end deal stuff never works, and I'll tell you why. Because by the time you're done your campaign and you're done printing and shipping it, and now it's time to divide up the money between the 5 or 6 people that are there really is no money to divide up. People end up walking away with $100 going, what the fuck did I spend all my time for this?
Well, right now, this first issue is more of a proof of concept. We're not expecting to make money from this. If we do, great. If not, that's fine as well.
It's definitely possible you can make money from this. I mean, you've already shown that you can hit goal. Now you got 28 more days to show us just how much further you can go.
Yeah, but I'm not saying quit your job.
Hold on.
No one's saying quit your job, but I'm saying now's the time to put your energy into it. Like really put your energy.
Niobe, may I ask you something?
Sure.
You say your name was what?
My name is Larry Higgins.
Larry, hey, and you are an artist or writer?
I am the writer of the comic book series Niobe, which is published through Antarctic Press and distributed into comic book shops.
So is that when Luke showed me those covers?
Yep.
That was your comic book.
I'm not sure what he's showing you, but assuming it's Niobe, then yes.
Yes, that is the cover.
Can you show that again, Luke?
Niobe, you want to share it?
Yeah, I can share it. I'll find it here.
And Nama, this fucker could actually draw a little bit too. He's not like completely like stick figure guy. I saw him drawing on a live once.
Oh yeah, he draws good too.
No, I
He's a
don't.
writer and
I draw poorly, but I could draw a little bit.
Are you Alex Ross? No. But do you have a concept of how to draw? Yes.
So here's Locke's cover for our next Niobe issue. Colors by Dan Overa, featuring our new bad girl on the block, Adana, fighting our pigtail superhero in a very high-tech prison that's meant to hold superpower beings.
and you're not trying to seduce us in any way with these pictures.
Look, the women in my world, they're sexy, they're strong, they're powerful, and in my world, only the women have superpowers. If the males want to fight against them, they have to develop technology like a Tony Stark to be able to do it.
Actually, in our world, women have a superpower. Only women have a superpower too, by the way.
Well, that's right, man. In every man's household, we know who holds the power, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I did. That's why I did work.
you're an artist, and you're publishing that, and Luke's doing a lot of work for you on that.
Locke has done some work for us. Yeah, he's done the cover and he's done some cards, and the future is bright for Locke. You know, I think the more that Locke does these types of things, the more jobs will line up for him. You know, it's if we can get this book out in a timely fashion, which we will. Hopefully, Diamond is still around, and maybe we can get Locke's cover on the shelf. There's no guarantees in that, but you know, we're working hard to see what we can do to make this sort of stuff happen. We can't control what happens with Diamond, you know, but as long as they're willing to distribute books, and as long as they're operational, we will continue to do so through them.
See, Norman, you too can do what I do. It only took me a year to get this good. I just started drawing about a year ago, right?
Yeah, he's this new young upstart that we just picked off the street.
That's right.
Oh, Logan's joking. You got okay. Please, Locke. You're gonna have all these young kids gonna say, "Oh, I could become that good in a year."
You can become very good in a year.
Well, actually, I've had those talks with young kids. We have a university here, like most cities do, and the university invited us local comic book creators to come there and give a workshop and do a speech. There were so many young kids, mostly in their 20s, foreign students for the most part, all wanting to learn how to draw comics and manga.
Foreign.
Canadian.
As in, like, we have a French university here, so a lot of them are from French Africa, and they come to Canada for their schooling.
It doesn't sound as interesting as porn students, but okay.
Well, you know, I'm sure they got that too.
Niobe, you know I was fucking scared. I got that first night that we were putting on the Kickstarter.
Really?
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, no, I was so nervous. You know why? I go on. I'm like, well, what else is like new today, and what's ending and stuff. I wanted to see like what else is on it before we launched.
You wanted to know what you were up against.
Yeah, exactly. And one after the other was all like porn fucking covers.
Yeah. Welcome to Kickstarter.
And I'm like, what the fuck? We don't have any porn. Why didn't you guys develop any women? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how are we gonna fucking?
Well, here's the tip. You should have a hot female character in your book somewhere, so you can exploit her on covers, so you can sell more books.
I volunteer for that cover, CJ.
You want to know the hilarious thing is? My initial concept of one of the main characters I developed was in a woman form. And actually, I think you might actually have one of those concept art things in that book that you're getting.
Hello, by the way, 23 Monarch.
And last minute, I thought it looked cooler as the male form. So I kept it as male form.
But when you're doing Kickstarter, and here's the thing, I love the fact that you have what I call artist integrity, meaning you are sticking to what you really want to do. But if I was like your agent, right, and I'm like, you really want to sell on Kickstarter? Hot female leads.
Oh, I don't know if I would have made the lead like that, but I know that if I thought I sat down with putting my business hat on it, I would have made sure that at least one of the main characters was a female, and
just so you can do one sexy variant of her, and chances are that would be the highest selling variant of the campaign. You know what I mean? Like when we put Paul Green on a cover, we went from being like a $16,000 campaign to a $31,000 campaign. That was that big of a difference.
Sex sells.
And the image that we use is the one on my left on my avatar right now, right? That Niobe there with the jacket and the pigtails. That was on the cover, and that brought us to a $30,000 campaign. I give credit to like that one single image.
Yeah, but did you notice like that is at least a comic book sexy babe cover, right?
Sure, yeah.
A lot of the covers I was looking at Kickstarter, I was like full blown porn.
Yeah, well, that's because Not Safe for Work really does sell. The thing is, I don't do it, right? We done one nude cover once in our entire 10 years, and it didn't sell for us.
But I'm not talking about posing, nude posing. I'm talking about porn, like the.
Oh yeah, but I mean, it starts with the nudity, and then it goes from there, right? So let's draw a line in the sand where we say porn is. To me, porn is the nude figure, right? If Niobe's clothed and she's looking sexy and not engaged in sexual activity, that is not porn. The second that we strip her down past her bra and panties, you see breasts, you see the vagina. Now we're dealing in porn, and then it just goes downhill from there. You know. Dude, my thing is people need to sell their characters naked, to sell their books.
That's not porn.
Then what they are selling is porn, and not so much the story and the integrity of the book, right?
Dude, it was really wild. It was like eye-opening. I'm like, this is what we're going to compete against?
Yes.
I'm like, how are we going to compete against porn?
Like, look, you're like GQ magazine going up against Penthouse or Playboy, okay?
Yeah.
I was like Home and Garden versus.
Yeah, well, pretty much. I mean, Newman was going to say something there. What's up, brother?
Huh?
You about 2 minutes ago. You look like you're about to say something, but everyone talked right over you. So I was kind of curious.
I was saying that's not a poem. That's what I was saying.
That's like going to the gym and watching women stretch.
Yeah, okay, but they're wearing clothes. Now, if you went to the gym and watched women stretch naked, would you say the same thing?
I want to join that gym.
I mean, they are body painted. Okay, that's a body paint. That's not a clothes. Okay.
Why do you think artists use tight clothing in superheroes? Do you know the answer?
I know why.
I'll tell you why. Because they don't want to draw baggy clothes because it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, clothing are very difficult to draw.
No, that's
why
thing.
Superman and Batman wear tight-fitting clothes.
That's one thing, and the other thing is when you're looking for reference and you're looking at a nude figure, it's a lot easier just to clothe her with like body paint than to actually make the textures on there as well. So it's easier to get those curves and the inlines by drawing her like in a nude form and just putting the clothing on after it's done.
Oh yeah,
it's an easy cheat.
By the way,
if you look at Adano, the picture he just showed, the only real baggy thing on her is the cape. You know what I mean? Like
Superman because when they first started the strongman in circus, is how they dress. I mean, that's how they dress with the underwear outside. Those muscle men want to show off their muscles.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how Superman started. So back in 1937, 38, circus was in. That was their entertainment. And you go to circus instead of watching TV. You go watch circus when the circus come in town, and that's how strongman dressed.
The same feat applies for male characters that are well developed. You basically look at any muscle fitness type of reference and basically paint clothes on them. That's basically what it is. It's not that it's they're still doing the art and everything, obviously, but it's just easier to do that way without showing the textures on there and making.
Now, here's what I would recommend, CJ, for every show you go on, including this one, is at some point you should be asking these gentlemen to share your campaign on screen so you can go over it with their audience.
That would be a great idea, but the Worm doesn't do that for him. Even though he's sponsored.
Oh, we got to get the Worm to do this, man. This is, this is part of the business, right?
Do what now? What I just missed?
So we need CJ to share his Kickstarter campaign, and then you share the screen so that CJ can tell us all about Shift Up.
That's right.
Yeah. Why didn't you offer that to me, Worm?
What do you mean to do?
Share his screen.
I'll tell you what. I put a screen. Share that with everybody.
We want to promote the Kickstarter. There we go. And while CJ promotes this, the Shift project, I'm going to go jump in the shower.
Oh, you want an excuse to leave?
Well, but I'm also trying to help you out, right? I mean, we can talk about the project and whoever's listening will hear about it, but the visualization is better. Plus, people like to see numbers. You're at 44 backers with $1,904. Ladies and gentlemen, he just needs $96 to get this to an even $2,000. I want to see CJ get to $2,000 before the end of this stream here tonight.
You want to hear something funny? We were higher up before. We lost a couple back.
You're going to find that. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. It's going to go up because what's going to happen is you're going to encounter what's called a drop pledge or buyer's remorse. So someone who will back this project now, next week might go, you know what? I really need buy eggs and I can't afford the $20 I just given this guy. So I'm going to drop my pledge before I get charged.
Oh, I could do that? I mean.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
No, not you.
Like my buddy Sam ran a campaign and someone pledged $1,000 and I looked at Sam and I said, that's not a real pledge, right? He said, well, what do you mean? I said, in about a week, that's going to disappear.
I mean, my remorse goes back to why did I meet this guy named CJ?
I'm sorry, we didn't hear you, Newman.
Huh?
We can't hear you very well.
My remorse go back to why did I meet this guy named CJ? That's how it goes back. Your
remorse is you didn't meet me earlier.
Huh?
Your remorse is that you didn't meet me earlier.
No. That's not it. The guy first thing he does is want me to eat comic book.
No, you offered.
So let's go back up to the top, CJ. Now that I have you here, that image, I would change that first thumbnail image because
I got voted out.
Well, here's the thing: when people sift through a Kickstarter, the very first thing they're going to see is that thumbnail image, right?
Yeah.
And if it doesn't grab them, they're going to keep scrolling. Even though the book is in black and white, I would have that image in color.
I agree. I agree with you 100%.
That's step number one.
You're not going to hear any argument on me on that one because I said we need something that's eye-popping, dynamic, something that's going to get people's attention.
Now, can you scroll down a bit? Because I want to ask you a question about a cover I saw.
Okay.
Keep going. That cover there is your best cover, by the way, right there.
That's Ben Fraser's cover.
Okay, well, Ben's rocking it. Keep going.
Okay.
This one, I don't understand it.
Well,
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying I don't understand it.
Well, you have to read the book to get a better understanding.
I know, but we're talking about what people who never read the book and are going to judge it by the cover is what we're looking at, right?
Okay, I actually like that cover. That's Tate's cover.
Okay, and this one here, I don't know what this is. This looks like a piece of fur.
Good.
Bad.
Good. Exactly.
And if no one knows what this is, and they go, "This is a cover of the book that looks like static on my cable television."
Well, that's exactly what it's supposed to look like.
I know, but I mean, no one's going to stop for this.
That's my cover, and that's my genius.
Like, what is it though?
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll bring out the initial sketches and everything like that when I come on your show, and I'll break it down for you.
We'll go over it. Because you
this is more
three covers. One of them is going to sell, right? And if we had a female cover added to this list, and I know that's not a possibility now, but if we did, your number could possibly be double already at this point. You know,
See, this is more of what you would call as a mindfuck cover.
well,
you gotta
it's definitely
really look at
fucking
it.
with my mind. I'm trying to decipher this. You know what I mean?
That's the whole purpose behind this one, and you are right on target when you said static, because that's exactly what it's supposed to represent. There's a lot of
Okay.
static going on.
I
I'll
can't
give you
wait
a
to
hint.
get the breakdown.
I'll give you one little insight. The arching white that you see, that's like, can you guys see my arrow?
Yep.
All right, this is the image that's being distorted.
Okay.
So you got to get a good look at it and have it in your hands to be able to tell you. And one of the things that I will never do again, I will use more flat type of media when I'm doing this, because I used a lot of acrylic and there's a lot of texture to this, and it does not reflect as well on screen as it does in person. So if you're holding the original in your hands, you're gonna get a completely different feel than looking at it on screen.
Right.
So
the other thing that I think will help you is to take pictures of those ash cans and put them on the on the page.
I thought about that as well. The only problem is
That
I
way
don't
people
want.
know that this thing actually exists, or at least a version of it exists. It's book in hand sort of idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I just don't want people to get the impression that they could get their hands on that ash can. That specific ash can was a one and done.
Well, they're not going to know the difference.
They just want to see it's like
Wait, there's a cover missing here. Hold on, where's the other cover?
If you have a
That's
cover
right.
missing, definitely get that up there.
Now I see another.
Oh,
cover.
here's the other thing. Go back up to the top of this page. You see where it says go down to the page. You see where it says
preview
the
art.
shifts, page 3?
Mhm.
Like this is some sort of draft page. Take that out of there. Wipe
I thought
that
that-
out.
I thought that added to the charm of it.
No, it adds to the indie of it, which is what we don't want, right? We want this to look as sleek and as professional as possible. We don't want this to look like we
See,
don't want
that's
this to look like it was thrown together overnight.
See, that's where we kind of have difference as far as views. Well, this is a very specific project, so I do want a lot of underground and a lot of that.
Yeah, but this is Kickstarter. This is a
yeah.
different beast.
I mean, it won't have
this isn't
that.
handing out books at New York Comic Con. This is trying to get as many backers to your project as possible.
Yeah, but just know that that's not going to be in the original. The
No,
actual
well,
book.
other people don't know that though, right?
That's truth.
Now, I like the fact that you got a variety of pages here showing the different artists. That's good. I would credit the artist with this underneath, who done the work.
It's the same page, just the different versions of it.
Right. So page 1 by whoever, page 1 variant by whoever, you know what I mean? Make sure you got all the credits in the right spots for these people.
See, this was all initially there until I had to start disassembling a lot of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
now,
it.
Take out the UPS thing on your risk and challenges. That doesn't need to be there.
Where?
Everyone knows that you can't control the acts of God or other entities. You know what I mean?
Risk and
Where?
challenge.
Oh,
It
this
says
take that
the
out.
only potential risk would be shipping, as UPS is not under our control. That statement doesn't need to be there. That indicates that, hey, if UPS fucks up, we don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I would say here the risk is very minimal due to the fact that we take pride in our shipping, and due to the fact that we will only, that this book is 100% complete. That's what people want to hear when it comes to risk and challenges. Is the book fucking done? You know what I mean?
True.
So those are just my insights. Whatever works for you, take them. Whatever you don't like, disregard it. But that's sort of my breakdown of this one.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I definitely appreciate that.
I think you got a great start. I mean, anyone that can get funded on their first try, you've already beaten half the game.
You know what? I'm gonna agree with that. I'm very proud of the fact that we were able to do that, because I've seen a lot of $300 Kickstarters that couldn't even get funded. So,
and some of them deserve to be funded too. You'll look at a Kickstarter and you go, why in the fuck didn't this get funded? It's just, sometimes this stuff just happens, you know.
Yeah, and the fact that we're really using a very out there kind of concept. This is not your conventional type of thing,
right? I mean, you got a great support system in the fact that you've been doing YouTube now for a number of years, and I'm sure a lot of the backers have come from that side of things. What we want to do now is try and capture people outside of that small circle you're in.
Absolutely. See, some of these images that I had in there, like they were a lot more detailed, and they forced me to like get them like really like I had like a whole thing that I had like a mock sketch that was on this.
Right.
It wasn't even letting me put it on there. I had to turn around and just put blank sketch cover on the cover.
No, there's ways we can fix that.
Yeah, I got to tweak it. I just basically I underestimated how much the template could take and not take.
Right.
Lesson learned.
I mean, they do give you size dimensions for these thumbnail images that you should be using. I know that information is not exactly easily seen, but it is there. It will tell you, because I had to take note of it myself for my own graphics, right?
Oh, by the way, anybody that's watching right now, there is about 44 minutes left on this early bird bundle.
All right, well, talk to us about the early bird bundle. What's in it, and how do we get it?
Well, the best way to get it is go on to Kickstarter and you actually purchase it or back it.
Okay, but what is it that we're backing? Tell us what's included in the early bundle.
Basically, it's all 4 covers of the book. You're getting a PDF copy as well, which you get in all the anything that you back, you're going to get a PDF copy with it as well. But this gives you a significant discount on all 4 covers. If you were going to buy them all individually, it would cost you $40 because they're $10 a piece. If you bought them through our normal bundle, you would get them at $35, like it right here. And then you got an opportunity to get them at $28. So it's basically like a 30% discount from the get-go.
And you said there's only 44 minutes left to do this?
Yeah, we gave it a day and a half as far as the early
people. You need to get on this and jump in on this now. You got 44 minutes. And what I would do if I was in CJ's position right now is I make a quick little graphic immediately, update the Kickstarter. So you only got 30 minutes left for this early bird tier back now. And I would put that same graphic with the same message on Kickstarter, on Facebook, and on Twitter.
I already did it on Instagram. So
that's a great start.
A few people already backed it right after I did that. So that helped. That definitely helped. The one thing I have to really improve is my Twitter profile. I used to have a very strong presence on there for my real estate business, and I got abandoned when they started canceling everybody. I need to start building up a new one that's based on.
I mean, any social media that you can advertise to is good, because, like, let's say that you don't get any backers from Twitter. Well, that's okay. But if you don't advertise there, that for sure is going to be the outcome. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. You know, 100% you're not going to get anything from it if you don't do anything. So
right.
You're right. But this was a nice little bundle that I thought that was, it's $7 a copy. That's and obviously reduced shipping because you can get them all together. It's a good deal for anybody that wants to have all 4 of them.
I like I've never done an early bird special. I might have to start doing these. My worry is that if people come to the early bird special or they don't make it to the early bird special, they go, well, fuck, I missed out on the early bird special. I don't want to pay anymore. And then they don't back at all, you know?
Well, I'll tell you something that's wild. There's plenty of people that actually back the normal version of it when the early bird special is right before it.
That blows my mind.
So you got 5 people that backed the $35 one.
And it's the exact same thing?
And you got 8 backers that did the early bird.
So you got 5 people opting to pay more money for no reason.
And it's not like it was hidden or something like that. It's literally it's right before.
Wow, that blows my mind, man.
You know, so
that's people not reading. That's what that is. That's people not looking over things carefully.
You know, because I got another bundle that's with the blank cover. That's a little more expensive. That's in there. I don't have an early bird on that one, but it's just interesting that, like, I don't know if they're doing it purposely just because they want to, spend more, or they're just not understanding what the difference is. But
Also, you mentioned that you got the Projects We Love badge. That should be on your campaign now, right?
as far as what on my social,
as far as we just got Projects We Loved as an update and part of your campaign page.
that's
Show
exactly what I'm
people who are-
planning to do.
Because what that does is people who had never seen you before are going to go through this project and they're going to see that Project We Love on your campaign. They go, oh, Kickstarter really likes this one. Maybe I need to take a closer look.
Yeah, I think I definitely would. Like I had to ask you. You obviously, I asked you a little earlier about that because it's something I was having a hard time grasping of how it works. You know, I don't want it to
work. It only works if you make it work.
No, I didn't understand.
Like getting it doesn't give you extra backers or an extra push. Getting it gives you bragging rights, and you want to brag about it.
Yeah, I just didn't understand if it was actually real accolade or if it was like a
No, it's a real accolade. I mean, I
computer
don't get the
generated
I've
one.
only ever gotten it once.
So that's a big deal.
Yeah, well, to me, it's a big deal. If I get it, you can guarantee I'm going to be blasting that everywhere.
Well, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna tell everybody.
Yeah, brother, you're going to do that. That's it, man.
We're gonna tell everybody we're the freaking best. That's
No,
it.
not the best. You're going to say we just got Projects We Love from Kickstarter.
We're loved.
Kickstarter believes in us. They believe in what we're doing. You know,
They love us
They love us. That's right. Now you got it.
because we're the
Don't
best.
say you're the best because that comes
No?
with ego, right?
Oh,
But
okay.
what you want to say is someone else thinks we're really good. You know, like
They're the best for thinking we're the best. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It'll be good campaign.
because people in comics don't like people with egos, right? And so that will get you into a lot of drama. Like there's this
that's
one
why-
guy named Stokes the writer that said he was just as good as Grant Morrison, and he just come out with his first comic book. That guy took a lot of shit because he wasn't humble. You know what I mean?
That's probably something I'm going to suffer for many years to come.
It just happens, right?
I will say
now
it-
you're
it-
entering into a whole new world. You were YouTube comic book commentator. Now you are YouTube comic book curator. There's a difference. You know what I mean?
You know, I'm not going to shy away to say that I don't have an ego or anything like that because I probably have just as big of an ego as a
Everyone
lot of people.
Everyone does.
I don't think you can succeed in anything if you don't have at least a little bit of an ego.
Right. But when the ego becomes braggadocious, it starts to make people get aggressive.
I will say this though, that it was a little humbling yesterday when we hit our goal in 8 hours.
Yeah.
I was like-
Congratulations, man. A lot of people can't do that, bro. You know what I mean? I mean,
No,
my
that-
first campaign, we didn't get funded in 8 fucking hours. It took almost a whole entire campaign to do it, you know?
So I'm very, very grateful, and it was humbling when it comes to that. So, I acknowledge that it's not an easy task because I've been monitoring and watching a lot of Kickstarters as they're going through their growing pains on these for the past probably year and a half, 2 years now, and like you said, there's a lot of talent out there that has some great products, and they, for one reason or another, find a way to struggle on there.
Sure, yeah.
So.
A lot of it's mismanaged of finances too, right? Now you're a guy who's done real estate, so you probably know how to handle your money. You know what I mean? But some of these cats, when they get a little bit of success, end up overspending. They end up paying off their bills, and they go, "Oh shit, I don't have enough money to print or ship the comic." And then next thing you know, their comic book is 3 fucking years late. You know, like.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah, well, I don't think you have that problem because, like you said, you're a guy who's done real estate, so you understand how to probably manage money. You know what I mean? Like.
If I don't, I'll go freaking bankrupt.
Right? Well, right now you got about $2,000, and Kickstarter is going to take about 8% of that. So consider that gone. Also consider another 10% gone due to drop backers or failed pledges, right? So even at the end of the campaign, let's say you end at $2,000, right? Chances are you're not getting all that money because what's going to happen is that's when Kickstarter decides to go, we are now going to charge all your backers the money on their credit cards. And if the money is not on their credit card when Kickstarter decides to do that, they're going to try again a couple of times for the next week or so. And if they fail to collect it, you failed to get that money. You know what I mean? I have lost $4,000 worth of drop backers on my last campaign.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So prepare for a little bit of a dip. Don't let that shock you. Basically, what I'm saying is the number on the screen is not the number you're going to get in the end.
I'm expecting that. I know that that's going to be the case as far as having some shortage on there.
Yeah.
And then after those expenses, then you got your printing expenses, material expenses, bags and boards, Gemini's, et cetera, et cetera. So you got to have the money to pay for all this stuff. If you don't, there's a problem.
Well, this is why I always tell people when they do their Kickstarter goal to make sure you're asking for what you actually need. Because some people, they'll put $500 down. I'm like, why are you asking for 500 if you know you need 6,000? They go, well, because if we fund quicker, it'll push us up in the algorithm. I'm like, okay, that's all great and all, but what if you only fund the 1,600 and you're fucking $4,400 short? What the fuck do you do then? Because now you're committed because you took the money, right?
That's a question that a lot of people asked us. Why'd you only put 1,500 for there? And
it's gonna be the first question I ask you when I bring you on my show.
The answer for me is very simple. Why we put it there? It's not a question of us needing that money in order to back it. Between 5 people, if we can't come up with $1,500 collectively in order to print something out,
outsider looking in doesn't know that mentality of yours, right? All they know is they've been burnt on Kickstarters before, and they're worried.
Understood. We just basically wanted to get a proof of concept out of here, and that's basically the just the bottom line on it. We wanted to get a proof of concept on there, no matter how much it gets funded. I knew that at the end of the day. Listen, you want to talk about my ego? I knew at the end of the day we're gonna get at least $2,000-$3,000 on this thing.
I'm predicting 4.
No,
I'm gonna give you 4, and the reason why is that you're almost at 2 now. You're still basically in your infancy. You're gonna have a couple of weeks to try and get another 5 to 1,000. And on your last few days, that's when this is going to spike up again. It always happens. I'm predicting 4.
So, maybe you might be right. We'll see. We'll see at the end of the day.
Hopefully it's even better than that. You know what I mean?
But I knew that we're going to get 2,000-3,000 at the end of the day. Even if it's like your friends and stuff like that, just showing their support and stuff like that. To get $1,500, it was not going to be a tall task to be able to get there. The question is, how many issues are we going to print at the end of the day and that kind of thing?
Well, right now you're looking at 44 backers, but chances are there's more than one issue with each backer. So you're probably looking at least printing 100 copies right now already, Yeah,
and the budget covers everything that we have in there right now as it is. And I'm just making sure that we cover our budget with whatever we receive. And even if it means we got to take a little bit out of pocket in order to make that happen, so be it.
Well, I don't think that's going to be a big worry. I think you're already at the spot where that's not going to happen because printing in black and white is not as expensive as printing in color. So you already got that sort of beat. Probably most of your shipping is going to happen in the US. So chances are each package is going to cost you under $10.
Hey,
so
CJ.
Yes,
why did you ask me to invite you for interview?
Why didn't I?
Yeah.
Because I'm not rude and I don't impose myself on people. I was waiting for an invitation from you as a gracious host.
Anyway,
gracious host.
I'm gonna be really pissed. I'm gonna be really pissed if you go to other people's show and not come to mine.
Well, see, that's how what a mean human being you are. You don't invite me. You don't invite me, but you want me to come to you and beg you to be on your show.
Yeah.
Did you see Larry? He asked me on. I didn't go beg him to do with it. That's what a good host does. Says, would you like
well,
to
you
come
should be
on?
asking people though. You should find the shows and say, hey, if you ever got a spot, like you should be hitting up McClay and say, let me on your show. You know what I mean?
Well, I got an open door with Brian. He told me anytime I want to go on.
But he's just one example. The next time Swaggerhouse runs an open mic night, jump on that. Next time Comic Tropes does it, jump on that. Get on Razor Show. Get on as many shows. Like your mission now is to get on as many shows as possible.
Well,
anyway, my point was this was gonna be a freaking relaxing night, and you guys have a what do you call it? Confiscated this show. This was gonna be just a freaking draw with the Loke night. Or what do you call it? Lock and loaded? Yeah,
lock and loaded.
Lock and loaded. Yeah.
All right, Worm. Are you going to invite me or what?
I'm inviting your ass. What is this? What is what?
We have
what-
Legion of
what-
Comics in the chat. He
After I
says,
have to be on
"Yo,
my
worm."
knees and beg you? Is that what you?
Well, maybe.
Well, now, yes. Now you have to beg.
I had to really think about my ego. I go, oh man, I have to ask this guy to come on instead of he asking me. Okay, well, this guy has now you want me. That's not enough. You want me to go on my knees and beg you to come
Yes.
on. What an asshole, man.
What an asshole. We have Legion of Comics in the chat. He says, "Yo, Worm, what's up, CJ? Hey, Larry, and what's up, Locke?" Legion of
going on,
Comics,
Mark?
of course. He's a well-known figure in the comic book YouTube space. Maybe he can give a shout out for the Shift project, currently funding live now on Kickstarter.
Dude, I even asked you the other time, and you're like this. You're not Asian. You're not allowed to come on. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm dating an Asian. Is
Oh,
that
shit,
help?
I didn't know that's a
You're Asian.
requirement.
It would help if it was you were Asian.
You told me I could send my girlfriend over, but I can't come on.
It's like then I could say, he's a fellow Asian. I have to invite him or something.
What the fuck, man?
Well, Worm, I do appreciate you having me on. Locke, good to see you. Locke, the off air will be open a
You
little
got it.
later
I'll
on
see you
tonight
later.
if you're still up.
That's looking good.
Yeah, Batman's looking awesome. I'm actually going to bail. I am going to jump in the shower and get myself moving.
Larry, we'll coordinate. Let's just wait until you get that copy in your hands, and
well, that could still be 2 weeks from now. You probably want to get on sooner than that.
I'll email you or I'll DM you a copy of the PDF.
Yeah,
so you can have it in hand.
Yep.
And we'll coordinate from there. Okay.
Sounds good, brother.
All right.
Sounds good. Thank
All
you.
right, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Have a good night. We'll see you all
Yes,
soon.
Jerry.
See you now.
Jeff, right? Jerry. What was his name? No,
You're a mean worm. You know that?
I
You keep changing the rules on me.
always
Yeah.
say rules to my benefit.
You're a mind fucker. That's what you are.
Mind fucker?
Yeah, you're a mind fucker. You like to fuck with my mind.
So CJ, like for
Yeah,
the
sure.
thing, I was expecting a video for
There
your
was a
Kickstarter
video.
campaign,
There was a
getting
video.
introducing the project.
There was a video. That was one of the fucking problems I was telling Larry about.
Really?
Yeah, you're gonna see some updates that are gonna come out over the next
Okay.
24 to 48
There's a
hours.
reason, like for me, I'm a super backer. I've been a super backer for years, ever since Kickstarter started,
Mhm.
and I've got stung so many times. But I was like, I like backing up projects and stuff. I'm very like hesitant if I don't know the creator now.
That's really understandable. I
Right.
don't blame you.
So I look for certain things. Like I look for example, things like, is the project done? Is the project halfway done? Is the
Mhm.
project, those are the little things. Then I also look for a video, because sometimes, like, how you scroll through quick Kickstarters and you want to know about it, and you have like paragraphs and paragraphs of the stories and stuff, and I was like, I just don't feel like reading. You know what I mean?
Well, that's
wanna,
what
play
you
the
just
video.
mentioned is why I made that big point with Larry. Like,
Yeah.
we wanted to be complete prior to doing this. We wanted to make sure that this thing was done.
Right.
We don't want to say, hey, we're 70% done, we're 60%
Yeah,
done.
but
We
there's a
don't-
thing, there's a reason for it too. I think Larry's coming from when he first did his book, everything was done. So now he's done, I forget how many projects. He's done a lot of projects. Now he, like, as a trusted creator, you can go in and go, okay, he's definitely going to get it done, because so far all of his projects has been paying out. He hasn't, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but that's where we have a different logic,
that's
because
right.
we're coming
You're
out
coming from a
of our
new
first project.
perspective. Yes, you need to, like, as somebody who wants to back a project, I need to see that it's done, because I've been stung so many times where, like, I back something, I forget about it. It's a year and a half later. It's like, what's going on, right? That kind of stuff. It's like, where's this cart charge come from? Or later on, you get that remorse later, right?
Mhm.
Like, why am I backing this project when, like, I'm never gonna see it, right? I'm hoping to see it, and those are the little things. But yeah, I mean,
Absolutely agree.
congrats, man. Congrats on the.
Thank you, man. And Naman, I don't think I can thank you enough, but I'm gonna thank you again for being a sponsor.
Oh yeah.
And Loke, thank you for backing the Kickstarter as well. I saw your name.
Yeah, I my problem is I'll wait until I see you guys and I'll buy you a book physically, because right now I can't handle the $15 shipping
I don't blame you.
charge. Yeah, right. That's
It's,
the only thing right now.
honestly, the shipping is ridiculous.
It is really, really expensive right now, especially I don't know what's going on between. And also it doesn't help that the Canadian dollar is what like 69 cents or something like that. So 69 cents American is 1 Canadian dollar, right?
Mhm.
So the dollar is so low right now that anything that I like send across the US is just ridiculous, right?
That's one of the biggest reasons why we made a point of making a digital edition available to everybody.
Yeah.
Just in case somebody just wanted to back something.
Yeah.
We wanted to make sure they got the chance to get something for further backing. Like, I hate that. Like that when you see a lot of the Kickstarters, they don't offer a digital version for a few bucks.
Yeah.
Because somebody might want to put $5-10 in there.
Yeah.
And they can't, because you don't have any option for them other than a donation. And I don't want to be asking donations and stuff like that. That's not a comfortable thing to do. I don't want to be a beggar, you know?
Yep. There's value to it, right? There's value to it. And the thing I like, I don't back projects unless I know or trust the creator themselves. A lot of the time now, every time a new book comes up, I really look at, like, literally I would click on the creator themselves and see how many projects they've done, right? It's their first project. I normally go, unless they indicate that the book is done, then I back. If I don't, then I'm just waiting around. Maybe the last day of the campaign, then I'll jump in if I know that the book is done. Or you watch the update, the what do you call it? On your Kickstarter, there's that little campaign update page section. Like, update that all the time if you can.
Well, that's what we're going to start utilizing right now.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, Brandon was going to be handling a lot of that for us,
right?
And through some things that happened for him that happened to him in life, kind of like held him back from doing a lot of things.
Yeah,
a lot of positive things, but at the same time, the things that are holding him back from being able to be all in right now.
Yeah.
And I'm learning on the fucking job right now, basically, with this.
Yeah. It is your first campaign. It is massive. I don't have that experience of running a campaign. I've participated in other people's campaign, right? Providing stretch goals and stuff like that. But especially if you it's a lot on your plate and it's a lot to keep track of. And it's good that you guys got the guys to hopefully do that. Even if, anything you guys think of, just run an update in there that says, hey, we're dealing with blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? At least you're showing that you guys are working, because sometimes you get that. I get this thing where I back something and after the campaign, it's cricket for 3 months. And this is when I get worried, right?
No, you don't want that. No, you definitely don't.
If I get worried, I just basically go back into my managed campaign and I go, I don't want to back it anymore. That's what happens, right? So
makes a lot of sense,
right? So that's something. As long as I know, I get these, like, I get tons of Kickstarter emails for updates, right? And I back a lot. A lot of my stuff now is just art books, right? But so I get those where it's like, okay, it's being processed in the shipping. Here's proof of this. Here's blah blah blah. So at least I have that, and I'm like, it's back in my mind. I know that I'm gonna get this book because I wanted it and all that stuff. And then after that, what happens after that is it's kind of amazing, because the guys who already got me for these art books are now sending me direct email to actually go direct to their store. So now they save on the Kickstarter because they can actually go and make me purchase directly from the store, right, with the discount, because I was the trusted backers and stuff like that. So you're building a database at the same time. So that's something you want to consider too, is later on when you do make it big enough, I think what will happen is now you can rely on that email campaign instead of actually Kickstarter taking percentage. You know what I mean? Now you have a group of people who are willing to. Like, you got followers, right? That's the point. That's the point, right? So that's my little thing as a backer. Like, as a, I'm sure if we ask K-pop too, K-pop knows a lot. She's
Honestly, a lot of the stuff that you just said, I'm in perfect line with you on.
right.
Like, there's, it makes absolute sense what you're saying.
Yeah, right. It's kind of neat because it's one of those things where like, I don't mind losing $5-10, but if I'm backing 15 projects, that is a big deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not gonna be thrilled about that.
No, I'm not thrilled with that. But like, some projects are like, well, I'm backing a comic book and it cost me $75 for a floppy, right?
That's a lot.
It is a lot, and it's coming from the UK or these countries, and I'm like, oh man, $75 for a floppy, and that's the kind of things like, well, I know the person who created. He's a friend of mine who does sequence and stuff like that. I want to back him, right? But $75 because it's like 35 euro. You know what I mean?
That is one of
the shipping and all the other stuff becomes 75 Canadian.
That is one of the biggest reasons we decided to try to do as many bundles as possible.
Yeah.
To bring down the cost. One reason that we thought, like, we made that retails bundle more for the internationals in mind than anybody else, because you literally get 20 books for $100 through that bundle.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot of books.
Character in there?
What's that?
You have any female character in the comic book?
No, there's no female characters in the comic books. There's no female characters in anything. Although I will say this much, and I've hinted this in the past: if somebody ends up getting a sketch cover from one of us, there's a high possibility you'll see one of my concept figures of one of the females in there as well. Because I want to put like Easter eggs of characters that didn't make it in the book and possibly make it in the future.
I see.
So there's one character.
35 sensor? Is that for 35 sensor?
Yeah, that's for
Dave?
35 cents.
Dave? Oh wow.
I did his cover. I did his cover. So this is the last of the commission for Comic for Curing Cancer.
You know what? I did get your package, by the way.
Oh, did you?
I didn't open it yet. I wanted to wait to do it on live. I wanted to wait to do it on the should I do it here?
It's up to you. This is what I did for right?
That's awesome looking.
It's a lot of acrylic. I had to paint over a certain area over multiple times. But
that looks really good. I like it a lot.
Yeah. It's he wanted the classic Jean Grey, but my take.
Gorgeous.
So then I want to show you the Rob's one that I did for him, but I think he wants to show it on his show. So
if I was him, I would do the same thing. He unboxes on live. I mean, he unboxes on his channel. Let him save the surprise for his audience.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
I'm a big proponent of that, especially if you're sending it to another creator and you know that they're going to open it up live. Keep it a secret for them to open it up.
Yeah.
Not only for the benefit of their audience, for the benefit of them as far as seeing a surprise.
Yeah. I might have to cut a cardboard to fit around this area, tape it so it doesn't.
Because I know when I open up yours, people are going to freaking be blown away.
It was fun. So the next one, I'm going to do less commission. I'm going to do only 5. And that's it. Right?
Or pre-done stuff. That helps better.
Yeah. I'll probably put up some pre-done. Then I got the Goblin Queen up for auction too, right?
Well, don't forget to leave yourself some time because you're going to be on the next shift project.
Yeah. I gotta finish the Star Wars stuff and everything else too. So that was my next thing. A lot of the stuff has left. Tomorrow is the day where a lot of the the package. I spent today just packing up everything else that had to go out. Right. So this is the last of the comic for curing cancer. So anybody who's on the stream there, remember that's happening, guys. It's a good cause.
Can't wait to see what you're doing for them now.
Right. Did you see the Goblin Queen? I gotta pack that up though. That's for tomorrow.
I didn't see it.
That's the painting one. Remember that big painting?
Did I see it?
That's supposed to go into the new book.
I didn't see it.
Let me pull it out of the bag.
Holy
Oh, that's
cow.
gorgeous.
So this is going to Rob for the auction
Why is her coochie shining?
because it's a magical coochie.
She got a magical coochie. Oh shit! I need a chick like that.
there you go. Right there's the look. Right, that's then no nipples and magical coochies. So that's going into the that's already been scanned. I think DJ Links has the scan.
what she do,
We did
she-
the page layout.
She had to stretch her nipples to the clothes.
Yes.
She's nippleless with a magical coochie.
She's also the Goblin Queen, right?
Oh, she loves goblin.
That's right. So yeah, so this is going to Rob, and it will be for the auction, right?
That looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it's on the illustration board, so it's ready to go.
I love your reds. I don't know what it is that you do
It
to make them
pops.
so vivid.
It's very, very vivid, right? So the way you want this to be bright is you do a base of yellow. That's why it's so bright,
I mean,
right?
look at the detail on her little brooch.
That's right, Goblin. He's nuts.
You want a little detail or a little cooch? Is that what you said?
Brooch. Let me look at the detail on her brooch.
Is that what you call it, Naman?
The brooch. The brooch.
That's good. That's good job.
Oh, so you start from a darker hue, warm color hue, to
Yeah.
bring out the red. All right, that makes sense.
Right, so you start with a warm color. Like if I wanted to be a darker scene, I would paint like a blue like on the back, but I laid yellow down first,
No, that makes a lot of sense what you're saying.
right? Then
Absolutely.
because it's acrylic, remember everything's on a layer, right? So the yellow pushes that red out. That's what happens, right? It's red and orange and stuff like that. It just pops.
Oh, great job. I love it. I love it.
So there. So that's
I like it a lot.
Good job. Good job. Well, so when you're gonna come up for the interviews today?
When would you like to have me?
What are you
You're
gonna?
gonna have me, or are you gonna have all the guys with me?
I can only have 5.
Oh, that's perfect.
yeah,
There's only 5 of us.
Okay. I want all of you guys.
You don't want all of us, guys?
I'll do.
You'll do us all?
If you get me, right? Then, because if there's 5 of you, then I cannot have anybody co-hosting me.
Well, listen, I don't know if we'll be able to get everybody at the same time. I'm just asking you if it's open to me or if it's open to me and the guys.
Yeah,
And
with everybody. And then
and we'll coordinate. I don't think to get all 5 of us in the same place, it's not going to be very easy.
yeah.
okay.
It's
You
gonna
know,
be
you probably get 2 or 3 of us at a time every time.
Okay, then I have a co-host then.
Who are you going to have?
Who should I have?
Somebody
could I-
sexy.
Huh?
Somebody sexy.
Loki's sexy. I could ask him.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks very sexy.
I'm very, very sexy. I model for that Goblin Queen.
You're a live stream or we edited stream?
Naman, whatever your heart desires. How's that?
Okay.
Okay. So tell me what nights are the best for you, or what days are the best for you. Now I'll get to the other guys and
Tuesday or Thursday.
Tuesday.
Yeah,
Any specific time on Tuesday?
9:30ish.
10:30ish. Okay. This Tuesday.
Hmm?
This Tuesday.
Hey, look, you wanna just skip it and do the next Wednesday? Look, where'd
was
you
that?
go?
Sorry,
Huh?
what was that?
You wanna do the interview next week?
If you want,
Yeah, okay.
you want me to interview?
Well, yeah, you co-host with me,
Sure, I can host with you. That's not a
Yeah.
problem.
and then we drill these guys and say, what the fuck? What are you guys doing here?
So next Wednesday.
I can ask about techniques, how they did about it, and stuff. Yeah, I can do
Yeah.
that if you want.
All right. So sounds good. Next Wednesday, at your regular time, like 9:30 or something. Like
You okay with all the critics and stuff?
that? Am I okay with the critics?
Yeah.
That's what I live with every day of my life. Critics.
CJ's life is full of critics.
Have you seen a day pass in my life that nobody criticizes me?
Well,
You think critics scare me?
well, I mean, you have one major mistake. You didn't use the worm in your project. That's what happened.
I didn't use a worm in my what?
The project.
Well, there's reasons why. You know that.
Yeah, you were out of commission there.
Well,
Next one.
yeah. I'll let him use that as excuse this time.
It was an excuse because we were literally trying to figure out how to incorporate you at that point.
All right.
You want to hear the crazy thing?
Huh?
You want to hear the crazy thing? What I was thinking of asking you to do at that point?
What?
I was going to ask you to make the logo box. You know, like how you have like a logo box on like old school comics where you see the character in the box and all that.
It's called the corner box. Yes.
Yeah. The corner box. What did I say? Logo box. My brain is fucking
Same
mush.
thing. Corner box. Yeah.
Yeah, we were thinking about you actually designing that and blowing it up and then using it on the covers everywhere.
Oh,
You know what it is, right?
That would have been cool as fuck, actually.
Do the comic code box. You know the one in the corner,
I'll draw you a barcode.
like this.
You do the barcode?
The corner box.
I'll give him a barcode.
Oh, you wouldn't even take the ruler and draw it out yourself? You're gonna make it one that's ready?
Just cut and paste the barcode.
No, but you know what I meant by that as far as the corner box, Naman. You know, like
They're beautiful.
you take one of the characters from the story and like you would make your version of that, and that would be the
like a Spider-Man book has him posing.
not the bottom one. Not the bottom one where the UPC
Right
is.
in the corner, at the corner.
The one on top where the price usually goes.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's a big difference.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man was just his head. I don't want just a head. I want something cool.
Yeah.
Like a wild worm.
Well, anyway, I should have some blank sketches coming, right?
Yeah.
You know what I want? I want to see if there's a book out there with all that. Marvel went through this like back in 1980 something. Marvel went through like if you look up the Incredible Hulk, you see Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
And he slowly changed over 9 months. There was 9 of those.
Issues 291 to 299.
Yeah, I want to see like I want to see if somebody can actually create an art book or archival book of that. That'd be something of just like all the corner art from every book, and see because those alone are fantastic.
I actually once made a clip using all those images and making them like
An
transition
animated-
from the other, and it shows him animating.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll
That-
dig it up and put it up again. I love listen. I love the Hulk, so that was one of my favorite things. But they used to do that with a few other books as well.
Right.
Fun little Easter eggs.
Yeah. It's like Mad magazines where I love reading the corner and the border art.
Christina, whose back you have? You got my back or CJ's back?
My back. Not your back. Christina likes me, not you.
Yeah, I did make her angry the other day.
She doesn't like mean worms.
Mm.
Did you tell her she can't draw?
Huh?
Did you tell Christina she can't draw?
I did not tell her that. I said
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
What'd you tell her?
I,
You're not allowed to draw?
no. I made some assumption.
Don't pedal back. Don't pedal back. We know what you said. You
I
said,
apologize to her.
did you tell her that there's no women allowed on the show? That's why?
No.
Yeah. You sexist fucker.
No, Christina knows all over. So.
See? She's right. I was right. See?
Oh no!
You made that kind woman cry.
Oh,
You terror. That's what you are. You're a terror. You're the terror of YouTube.
well,
You make everybody cry.
I don't mind terrorizing CJ, but not Christina. Not Christina.
But you do it anyway.
Mhm.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Oh, I don't feel like drawing. This is all I could do today.
That looks nice, Naman. That looks great.
I love how he's like, I'm done. That's it.
That's it. I'm done.
I'm done. I don't give a shit. I'm done. No more.
So now it's grind time for you there, CJ. It's just try to keep that
Oh,
number.
you trying to get to more of it?
No,
I don't-
it's just what will happen is even though he made past it, the idea is to make a little bit more past that just in case, because
Yeah,
Like-
you got to make sure that it stays funded.
yeah, it stays funded, because some people, because they don't collect Naman, they don't collect the money until the end of the campaign, right? So you have a month of people like going, I don't know, man. I can use that $15 right now. I'll just go cancel it, right?
Yep.
Kirby.
So that's it's a grind if you get that little buffer above it, and that way that will cover whatever it is.
Listen, ideally,
Thank
you
you.
want to get well past it because you want to give yourself more than a little bit of cushion. But
Yeah, right.
we'll see where it's going to go. I'm not going to be bold to make predictions or anything like that.
Right.
We'll see where everything lies. All I'm going to say is this: I'm going to keep like today. I took a little bit of a pause, just literally to catch my breath, because literally I went 2 days straight, no sleep. I had a lot of stuff that I was
I'm in
doing on there.
Yeah.
So I needed to catch a little bit of breath and kind of like get my mind together as far as how to refocus going forward. But we're gonna keep our foot on the gas all the way until the end, and we'll see what happens at the end. But we're gonna be doing interviews everywhere. We're gonna be promoting every Instagram on a daily basis. I'm gonna start pushing more on Twitter X as well. We'll see what's going to happen, but I think I'm optimistic. Let's just say that I feel very, very optimistic about where to go.
I think you guys did a great job.
Congratulations, bro.
You got that what do you got, that badge there they gave you? I take advantage of that. I will take advantage of that, CJ.
Yeah, no, we definitely are.
The reason why I think you got that badge
Got
is
this
your
one,
number spike within that.
Of course I do.
No,
Yeah.
you don't have it.
Why wouldn't I have that one? Is that good condition?
I don't know. I found one at the dollar bin, so I picked it up.
No, it's probably like the one I have. I'm looking to get one in super high grade because I want to get a slab. That's how crazy I am.
I do collect these books. Let me show you.
No, but I'm going to take advantage of that now. Look, like, I especially have to speak to Larry. He seems like he's fucking super gung ho about it. Like that's a big fucking deal. I'm like, all right, I guess
It is a deal.
fucking
It is a deal because you got funded within 8 hours. That's a huge thing.
Yeah, I
right?
just did I give you that, Naman?
I don't know.
I think I didn't. I give you some worm comic.
I don't know.
I thought I gave you a worm comic.
This.
No, but I wasn't sure if the process was like people individually taking a look at it.
This was a comic book logo. That was in my logo, right?
Yeah, that's great.
That's Mr. Mime.
Yeah.
So look, I wasn't sure if it was just a random thing that like almost like a lottery that you got that badge, or if it was actually human beings that are taking into consideration every project and say, hey, this is interesting. We're gonna love this.
So the way I believe they do that is you got a spike in pledges within a certain amount of time that gets flagged, and those people look at it. There's a group of people who curates that and go, why did he get that flag, that spike, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first thing, because sometimes it's just you get that spike because it's like porno or something. They gotta, you know what I mean? They because they got a lot of submissions, so they want to make sure that you're legit, right? So when they look at it, they go, okay. Then they look at the project.
Brian, I need to ask you to come on the show too, Brian.
Yeah, right. So you're now in that. Okay, we're looking at his stuff. Okay, so this is what Kickstarter is all about, right? Kickstarter is about creating this form.
Brian, you come back.
That's
from
why you got the badge, right? Because there's always people curating. I don't think Kickstarter is big enough to have AI to do all this stuff. They have certain algorithms to hunt down stuff, but
that's the part that I wasn't sure for. So, like after speaking to you and speaking to Larry about it, that it's actually human beings that are making this consideration. It makes me feel a lot happier about it, and it actually makes me more proud of the fact that we got that badge from Kickstarter.
Yeah. Well, sure. Why are you guys talking?
What do you got over there? There's Dorothy.
Dorothy.
Put him up.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, wow. Wow, is that a 1930s CD?
Yeah, I got also a 1930s album too.
Who is that? Brian in the chat. I heard that he's coming out with the second issue as well. So he's on the right track as well.
Yeah. And I got me this for this.
Nice.
Yeah. And that's published by both Marvel.
So are you bragging? Are you telling us what you got so we could be jealous?
What happened was I did Gary's 1011 show with the album version.
That I like. I like that a lot.
And anyway, I say I couldn't. I didn't have time to put it all up. I mean, I was too lazy. Then I want to use of showing it again, reuse. You know. So that's the album. Has a I love this song, by the way. The theme from Warriors, of course. Nowhere to Run is awesome. And then there's In the City. Oh, the In the City is a Joe Walsh's song from Eagles. He actually produced it for this album. Yeah.
Christina, DM me, remind me. I'll figure it out.
Is this Warriors?
Dude, those are hard to come by comics. You know that?
Warriors. Yeah.
Come out to play.
My friend.
Warriors.
I have a CD for this one too.
Come
I
out to play.
I have an art book there,
Uh,
behind the scenes stuff of that.
Warriors. Come on now, man.
Warriors, come on and play. Hold on.
It was the Warriors, Cyrus. It was the Warriors. It wasn't me.
Come out and play. Look at this. Look at this. Big Trouble in Little China, Escape from New York combo. Two Dark Kirk Douglas. What's his name? What's his name? Not Kirk Douglas. What's his
Douglas.
Snakes
Yeah.
Plissken. Snakes Plissken.
name?
Yeah, Kirk Douglas.
That's right. Both Kurt Russell.
Kurt
Kurt
Russell.
Russell. Kurt Russell.
You got Snake Plissken versus
Big Trouble. Boom. Boom.
Those are great movies. I love those movies.
those are great movies. I love the storms, man.
I love those movies.
Got this.
But those Warriors books are not easy to come by. They're like the people that have them, they keep them. They don't get rid of them.
These guys are pretty clever. He got the freaking the record mark as a design. But the reason I got second one, I have a first one, but I'm not going to show the first one, volume 1, until I get the first appearance of these guys. So
Oh.
yeah.
Oh. Well, let's hear it. Warriors. Warriors. Come out to play.
The Battle of Planets. Now, the reason I show this, because people are, I'm a Commandy fan. I'm a Commandy fan, and people
That's a Battle of
they
the Planet.
clearly might be from Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, Planet of the Apes, not Planet of the Planets.
Jack Kirby publishing here a Commandy prototype.
Oh, hi, Dad. If Biggie sees that, he's gonna fucking go berserk.
Yeah.
The last enemy.
Warriors.
And I got the book. This is the first ever slab purchase for myself. Because I
Alarming Tales.
love this book so much.
I have one slab, too.
I was looking at my Planet of the Apes books the other day.
And
Did you you talk about the book or the comic book? The book is
Comic.
awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
I had found a copy of Planet of the Apes like a couple years back for $1. The first one. I was like, what the hell?
Really? Was
I
it in
showed
good
this
condition,
album.
or was it just like?
hey, if I show this
Dollar bin.
album,
It was pretty decent condition.
what comic book should I show?
I would assume you would show Superman, wouldn't you?
Superman #1?
You got Superman #1, the action comic? That's great, Nauman.
No.
What are you doing
No.
here?
What if I show these two guys? He's a Black Superman, by the way. What if I show these two albums? What comic books do I show?
Yeah, of course. The facsimile, that big book. You pull out the chrome.
Yeah.
Wait, why is he the Black Superman?
Yeah.
Look at that.
What if what's his name? James Earl Jones was the Black Superman.
Oh, that'd be cool. It'd be
No.
Darth Vader.
Muhammad Ali is the Black Superman.
Overrated. I loved Ali, but I thought he was overrated.
Oh, come on, dude.
He was no Tyson.
Branding. It's his brand, right? That's
It
what
was
that
no
is.
Tyson, man.
Oh,
Tyson
come
was,
on.
dude, Tyson was a Black Superman for me, man.
Tyson was a flash in the pan.
Tyson, flash in the pan. What are you talking about, flash in the pan? The guy had a freaking video game man after him.
Did you not see him bite off someone's ear?
That's right. Don't mess with him.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what you do. Listen,
Cheater,
you
man.
mess with another man. You have to be willing to get your ear chunked off.
Yeah. Freaking in the boxing ring? Come on.
Bite or be biting. It's the man.
It's a real. I met him in person, Flash Gordon.
Flash Gordon?
Yeah, he's old.
Yeah, the actor.
And I promised 3 covers, sketch cover for 3 different people.
How'd you get the blank Flash Gordon? When did they make that? When did they make that? Recently?
No, no. These are older. They look older books.
I've never seen that one. That's why.
This is this book right here.
Oh. 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 What do you think a good color for the tray dress on the blank cover should be for us, Loke?
What kind of book should I show for this one?
You want me to color it for you?
Well, before it gets colored, I'm thinking, what do you think as far as color palette? What do you think it pops the best off of white?
Well, anything red will bring that up.
Always.
You always have the warm colors and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm getting tired.
Kind of want to be different though, too.
Yeah, yeah.
I was thinking purple, but I don't know if it's gonna be too weird for everybody.
Oh, hey, we got artists in here. Come, okay, you guys look at this. Let's look at this.
Oh, that's a beautiful Kiss painted cover, man.
Look at this lady right here, right there.
Well, she was made for loving him.
Well, you think artists messed up with her?
You don't get the reference.
I know what you're talking about, dude.
Well, you didn't laugh.
She was made love. I know. I recognize the song, everything.
Yeah. Let's hear you sing a little bit of it.
I cannot. I'm not a singer. Look.
Yes, you are. I want to hear.
All right. Look at her head.
What's wrong with her head?
Look.
It was made for.
Look at the stairs. You see the stairs?
She's looking up his crotch.
Huh?
She's looking up his crotch.
She's
Okay.
not finished. Her body is not there.
Well, it's in smoke, right?
No, but look at where her head is and where the stairs are.
Well, how do you know she's not just a
Yeah,
head?
I could barely see it though. That's the thing, Nauman, because
Yeah.
it's the
No,
reflection.
look up on the internet. Look up on the internet.
Yeah, I'll look it up on the internet.
I was made for loving you, baby. You
have to
were
remember these
made for
guys
loving
these covers
me.
back then were artists. They were getting stoned with these too, right?
Can't get enough of your love, baby. Can you get enough of me? Come on, Norman, sing
I cannot sing.
tonight.
And
That has their blood. That has their blood in the ink.
printed in real Kiss blood.
Did you know that? It's like their real Kiss blood.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you know what it'd be worth if I stole a gallon of Kiss blood right now? I could sell that on eBay.
Yeah.
What do you think is worth more, Paul Stanley's blood or
I
Gene
love
Simmons?
this album. You guys ever listen to this album?
I love the art.
Yeah, I love the art.
The music is Black Sabbath, Blue Oyster Cult, Cheap Trick,
Mm-hmm.
Devo. Man, look at all these people. Stevie Nicks,
Yeah.
Nazareth, Journey, Sammy Hagar. Come on, man.
Did you say Devo?
Yeah, Devo.
Did you know when a problem comes along, you must whip it
Whip it good. Whip it good.
into
Whip it.
shape?
Whip it good.
Look at that.
It's not too late. Just whip it.
Whip it good. Yeah, on this one is I think it's in the coal mine.
Do-do-do-do-do.
I know that coal mine song. Walking in
Do-do-do-do-do.
the coal mine, yeah. Walking in the coal mine. Walking in the coal mine.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Whip it good.
Do-do-do-do-do. When a problem comes along, you must whip it. Come on.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're a good singer, CJ.
Listen, I'm a man of many talents.
No, you're a good singer. That's it.
Oh, CJ.
Oh gosh.
Into shape. It's not too late to whip it. Whip it good.
All right. Well,
Do-do-do-do-do.
getting late for me, guys. I'm ready to
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Come on, man.
Wait,
No.
How about
Hey.
give me?
I'm doing the do-do-do for you. I'm doing the do-do-do for you, and you're supposed to sing. Do-do-do-do-do.
Whip it good.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Whip it good. Whip it good.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Whip it good.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Am I saying something nasty? By the way, are you making me saying something nasty?
No, I'm waiting for you to say the rest of the words, not just whip it good. That's all you're saying. Whip it good. I know you like to whip it good, but I'm just saying, like, I'm waiting for you to say the other words.
I wish CJ wasn't singing. I really wish CJ wasn't singing.
When a problem comes along, you must whip it.
Well, bad as he is, he's better than me. So I'll give him that.
He just got JH is an envious person of Coca-Cola and great singing. He knows Journey's got it going on.
No, Loke, CJ, I'm gonna have to go.
Okay.
Have a good night, guys.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
You-
Hey,
It's over?
Jeff for hanging on this boring chat today. Pretty boring.
Thank everybody in the chat there. CJ, just stick around for a little bit.
Appreciate
Is
y'all.
the end?
Hmm?
Is the end, my friend?
Yeah, that's the end today. Brian, I want to have an interview with you too. We'll promote your book.
Now show me the way to the next whiskey bar.
Have a good night, guys.
Don't
Have a
know
good
why.
night. Have a good night.
You go to the whiskey bar, aren't you?